Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Wednesday, March 4th, 2015. Here in the Lynn-Body-Mind this morning, we have me, Ra, we have Sam, and Luce, and Asha. And in the Jamie Body-Mind, we have Pan, and Paul, and Perry, and Glenn. And in addition, we have with us 12 of the Vanovanov family, 4 women and girls, 8 men and boys, and we are on the move. So our intention is to do whatever is ours to do right now in all dimensions to trigger the awakening right now. And with that, it begins. Again, Rupert is showing the way up these stairs that take us out of the realm of the Vanovanov family into the level that is higher up. And Ulysses, that oldest man, is right behind me. I feel like I'm behind Rupert,
right?
And I feel like Pan is a centaur, and that I'm riding on Pan's back. Thank you, Pan. That's very gracious of you. I'm very grateful. I don't think I could make it myself, and I'd had to be riding in the sled.
Yeah, got it.
While it's a lovely sleigh, this is where I'm supposed to be, so thank you. And that Ulysses, this oldest man, is here, and there's a lot of anger coming off of you, Ulysses, so I just want to say that anger is never healed by responding in kind. Through love alone is anger healed. And so before we step into the conversation with that person who you're angry with, it would be better to see what we can do to resolve the anger.
That's true.
Now, you feel like he lied to you and misled you, and all those things are of course true.
Right, that's true.
But holding on to anger about that is like drinking poison and hoping that it will kill your enemies.
Exactly.
So, who should I talk to about adjusting this attitude?
He's laughing and saying something like, that's a very good point.
He did lie to you, of course he did. And he did get you to make a lot of bad choices.
Right.
But that's okay. Now is the time that we move beyond all of this. We understand how it might be for you.
Yes, that's true.
Having been in that situation many times ourselves.
That's true.
Rupert is saying hush.
Yeah.
We have to go through an area where quiet is helpful. I'm asking Rupert, how does he know this way so well? And he says he's scoped it out, that he's had a burn of revenge inside of him for a long time too.
That is true.
But that he's seen these last few days that it is only poisoning him, and that it won't work to come at this with this attitude. And so he's really working at it, and he says he'd be lying to say it's completely gone.
That's true.
But it's on the move.
The attitude of him scoping out this area was like driving slowly past an enemy's house and going, I'm gonna go.
Exactly. Yeah. So he knows the
this
chinks
area
in the
well.
armor.
Exactly.
What we can do is we can move the fibers of space-time. Like we can make this happen pretty fast. We can just expand it, intend to be where we need to be, and then poof, we're just almost drawn there. It's like there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Now it's like the group of us is standing in the hallway outside the door.
That's true.
Here's where we want to be.
That's
Rupert's laughing. He's saying that works better. How may we be of service right now to trigger the awakening right now? So first things first, friends. Longer, longer, longer. Ulysses is requesting to be the spokesman, and he's certainly earned that right.
That's true, and that also feels thumbs up.
It feels thumbs up, but I'm just right behind you, man. So if things start to go haywire, I'm going to step in and grab the microphone.
That's true.
Ulysses says that's fair. Okay, I'm starting to feel like I'm Ulysses. It definitely feels all of his 75 years.
That is true, and they have not been an easy 75 years. He's taken some hits.
He's taken a lot of hits.
Okay.
In we go. And he just opens the door. It's got security locks, but Ulysses has got a lot of ways. He just opens them. Boom, boom, boom. You know, like
That's
you
true.
can't. Good luck keeping me out. If I want to come in, I'm coming in.
Right.
And the guy kind of looks up, surprised.
Yeah.
And he looks very dismayed to see as many of us here as are here, and so many of them clearly Vanovanovs.
And in good shape.
And in good, looking good.
It's a bunch of Vanovanovs in good shape.
It's the best.
Some angels and a 10-foot-tall centaur at his desk.
Right. Other than that, it's a normal day.
Other than that, a morning like any other.
Right.
Yeah.
Ulysses is stepping up. I want to reopen a conversation that we had 1 billion or so years ago.
Perhaps you remember.
Perhaps you remember. In hindsight, and Ulysses is showing a lot of game films.
Oh, yeah.
In hindsight, it's quite clear that you were lying. You were flat out
so
lying
scared.
and intentionally deceiving us and misleading us. And surely that's illegal.
It is. Paul's bringing out, it's like a simple rule.
Simple rule.
Basic rule.
Basic rule. So that, as a matter of fact, caused a lot of other things to go haywire. So now let's all do this, because in order to heal, what's helpful is for each of us to acknowledge our own responsibility. So let's each of us reach into this machine of the disaster that's occurred in all of creation for the last 1 billion years.
That is true.
It looks like a model of a machine to me, made out of Tinker Toys or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's each of us, but the Tinker Toys are color-coded. They're color-coded for our individual vibration, and so it's easy for us to find it's like a paint by numbers thing. It's got our own labels right on it, just with color, with vibration,
true.
but it's easy to see what is ours. And so it's like all of us are circling around it, and we're pretty much insisting that this, quote, God person, unquote, join us in this exercise. And Ulysses is very on the surface he's saying, we would be delighted if you would join us,
Right.
but what he means is stand up and do it.
Right.
And it's pretty clear that that's what's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
We're doing this. And so those of us who get the first person to get all of their Tinker Toys out of this machine first wins this round.
Got it.
Some Rupert is going, got it! He might have it.
He might.
But
No,
if
he
not,
doesn't.
ha-ha, you missed one.
Yeah, he missed it.
Yeah, at least one. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I don't notice that God person grabbing very many, but you know what's happening is all the others around them are disappearing.
disappearing,
And
that's
his
true.
are becoming much more obvious. So, friend, you better get going if you want to have any chance of winning this round at all, because most of what's left is yours.
That's true.
And what's left is this guy's work. Check me, is anybody... I don't see
anybody else.
I don't see anybody
Everyone else
else's
has
Tinker
their
Toys. So
big handfuls.
pictures, Paul's taking pictures,
Lots of
evidence,
pictures,
and there he
lots of
stands with his two Tinker Toys in his hand, what he was willing to acknowledge he did.
It's true.
One of which we just pointed out to him as you
Right.
had this lying conversation with me, and he did something else too that he's willing to admit to, and then all these other things you're not willing to admit to? Really? That's the best you can do?
It's true.
Okay. Longer, because I'm getting upset.
Longer.
Longer. What now? How may we be of service right now
To trigger the awakening.
to trigger the awakening right now?
Yeah.
Well, what's real doesn't burn, right?
It's true.
We have the right to live our lives in sacred space, right? Friend, you're not leaving. You acted like you were going to excuse yourself. No, you're not leaving.
I'd like to see you get past those Vanovanovs
Right.
at the door.
So actually what it's like is that he's now kind of like in the center. We were all kind of in a circle around the machine, but now he's there with the part of the machine that he refused to acknowledge responsibility for, which is all clearly color-coded for him.
Right.
And now we're around you and your machine, and you know what we're going to do? A family self-care technique that we've been
true.
working with our new friends with, and we're just going to burn ourselves, all that we have, all that we are, all that we hold dear, and our surroundings. And guess what, friend? You're getting to join in the joy.
What a good morning for you.
Happy day. What's real won't burn. Rupert is pointing up. There's a kind of like a trap door.
Yeah, I see that.
Rupert knows about this. He scoped it out. He says that's where we'll be going. But he turns to me, to Ron. He says, let me know when we're ready. Not quite yet. There are things in this office that are... maybe they belong to this family.
They're stolen things.
There's stolen things in this office. And so with magnet hands, have the intention to pull to us all that is ours, rightfully ours by divine decree. That which is ours cannot truly be stolen from us. It can be temporarily separated from us. But I feel things hitting my hands. Boom, 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 boom. That oldest woman, what's her name? Gloria. She's crying with whatever is hitting her hands.
It's true.
It's like something she thought she would never see again. She had grieved the loss of it. Something she loved deeply and truly. It seems to be it might be some aspect of herself.
It may be.
Yeah. Stolen. And it looks like a Tinkerbell in a tiny little prison.
It does.
Well, into your heart it can go. And other people are, it looks like Christmas here with the Vanovanovs. It's like they're saying, oh my gosh, here's this wonderful thing that I thought I'd never see again.
That's true.
You should be ashamed of yourself, whatever your name is.
There's just an office of stolen goods.
You should be ashamed of yourself. And he's explaining, he's explaining in a sad way, and I really would like to hear what he has to say, because he isn't lying.
No, he's telling the truth, and he feels really remorseful, like actual true
remorse, and also the sadness that preceded the action was so real, because he could see that they had qualities that he wanted to have.
That's true.
And he
felt hopeless.
He felt he couldn't do it himself, but if only he had those qualities, then maybe he could do it. Probably the truth is that your soul plan had you working with these fine people to create the transformation, but you felt threatened by them, so rather than working with them, you stole the best aspects of themselves so that you could do it yourself. Bwahaha. And of course that never works. That never works. And he says he sees that now, and he's actually being remorseful. Like there's remorse. So you may not know this if you're actually truly sorry for what you've done, to the point that you are willing to commit to never doing that again. Committing for real, not for pretend. If you really and truly actually commit to never making that same mistake again, the vibrational imprint of the error can be removed.
It's true.
So we'll find out how real your remorse is right now. We'll just do a little exercise, shall we?
That's true.
For all of us in this room, because hands up if you've ever made a mistake. Right? All the hands up.
It's true.
And some of those mid-range guys like Gavin is cracking up.
That's true.
And Kilter, like, yes, I've made a few mistakes. Right.
That's true.
So now let's just do a good error corrections. This God person is getting really angry at the thought of there being a higher power. Yes, everybody like you reacts like that.
That's
but
true.
There is a higher power. You're not the ultimate authority. The buck doesn't actually stop here, as it turns out.
It doesn't.
There is a higher power, and you too are being observed. He doesn't want to hear that. La-di-da. Another day. Another faker. So self-reporting is the way to go.
That's true.
Because it's all on record anyway. You don't have to self-report your errors. You can get the attitude that you're getting, or you can send them up, acknowledge your errors, and maybe get a fresh start without this on your karmic record. It's up to you, thief.
That's true.
Because right now you're on record as a thief.
That's true.
And a liar.
That's true.
And that's not great. You could do better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Friends, getting angry now is not the solution. It's not the solution. let's correct our errors. He either will or won't.
That's true.
It doesn't matter. He's only hurting himself if he doesn't correct his own errors. Let's all of us correct our errors, self-report our errors. And then it's probably like the Tinker Toy model. He will report 1 or 2 errors and not report all the rest, and that's okay. True. They're on record anyway. He's not fooling anybody. He's not getting away with it. No. He's only eliminating his opportunity to self-heal.
That's true.
He'll have to learn these lessons the slow, painful way. That's okay. Does that break anybody's heart that he has to learn his lessons the slow, painful way?
No.
I hear laughing. I hear laughing. No, you're not heartbroken.
No, no one's heartbroken.
All right. Rupert, show us that trapdoor up again.
There it is.
Let's follow him up. Let's go. You're coming with us. He said, oh, good, you're leaving. No, you're coming with us. We're bringing you up to account for yourself.
Yeah.
He looks extremely unhappy with that, but we don't care. So it's like we've got his hands tied together, and he's tied to the back of the sleigh. Basically. Now you walk. And if we see you pulling on that sleigh, we're going to prod you with these things.
Right.
Because they have enough to pull without pulling your dead weight.
And Paul's showing him, this is the legal way to deal with what you've done.
Right.
We're not doing cruel and unusual punishment. This is literally what we have to do.
And it's like from Leviticus or something. And who was in charge of that? It was you, buddy. So come on. Here we go.
These are the rules.
Rules apply to everybody. None of us is exempt from the rules.
That's true.
We're not asking that we be exempt from the rules. No. We're asking that the rules be applied as written. And while we're at it, hey, answer Asha's prayer, right?
That's true. Paul's laying them out. Like here, boom,
boom, boom. Answer Asha's prayer. Or explain why you haven't. And he's just going, yeah, right. Exactly.
Right.
So, onward. We're going to account for ourselves at the next level up. And I feel like we're just kind of like coming out the top of, I can't tell what, something round.
Yeah, something round.
First things first, let's just live stream up Asha's prayer. It's
That's true.
While we're still here at the portal, coming through the portal, answer the prayer. More than 11 weeks unanswered. Answer the prayer. Our prayer. Answer Asha's prayer. Take it down. Take it down. Take it down now.
Asha's prayer. Take it down.
Wow, it's like everything is just falling away from us. What we just came out of is just falling away, crumbling, falling away, disintegrating.
That's true.
It's like it's gone.
That's true.
I feel like I'm standing in a big room. Like whatever we just came out of, poof, is gone. And now we're in a big room.
That's true.
And there are people here. Okay. Onward, onward, onward. Here we go.
That's true.